Hi everybody, we are back in the loft. As most of you are aware, in the UK at least, it's been pretty hot here for the past couple of months, so I've pretty much abandoned the loft in that time. I've been doing some other little jobs here and there, which I'll show you in a sec, but other than that, not much has happened. So I'll show you a little project that I started doing. So I've got some of these skips from Scale Model Scenery, and I've weathered them all up, given them some rust and things like that. This one, as you can see, the shininess of it. I experimented on this one and did used a very cheap matte varnish spray. It's the same matte varnish I use for allowing like foliage to stick to trees and things like that. But I've never actually used it to actually varnish, so to speak. So that's a little bit gloss for my liking, so I'm going to go over that again with, I've got a Vallejo matte varnish which I've used before, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's that one. This is them in their unvarnished state. They kind of need varnishing because they've got like weathering powders on and things like that. Yeah, so I think they look pretty good. So in the set you get 2 large skips and 3 little ones. I've given them all the same sort of treatment. So they're just going to be filled up with crap and sit in the background somewhere. So the other thing, as you can see up in the corner of the frame there, I've fitted one of my Belisha beacons. Not done the other side yet because there's nothing here. I'm thinking I'm going to do away with the islands on these. After looking at lots of pictures and things like that, it's not very typical on this kind of crossing, on a zebra crossing, that you would have an island. There are some images of them, but so I will take those away and use those somewhere else, or remake them possibly, because I'm not too happy with them anyway. So the other thing I have got is also from Scale Model Scenery, is some of these road marking stencils. So I've tried doing some bits like these, which I'm not unhappy with those. They're not too bad. My other junction over here, just pan you up a sec, that one there, I'm not too happy with that one. The thickness of the lines and that isn't quite right. It is on a bit of a curve, so it's not great, so I might sort of tarmac over that and have another go using one of these stencils. The point in today's video is I'm going to have a look at doing some of the markings approaching a zebra crossing. Right, so we can see now the template I'm going to use is sort of in place. So I'm doing this zigzaggy bit which comes off the crossing. Obviously I'm not going to use the whole length of it. I'm going to do it to this one here probably, or this one. So these are like a plastic or silicone or something like that, so they're sort of wiped clean and reusable and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, this is split into sections. I'm going to break this section down, or cut it down I should say. Right, so I'm going to do a little test on a piece of cardboard. So I've got some little bits of sponge that I've cut up, and I have an old tub on the floor, I won't show you it, of matte emulsion, obviously in white. So okay, that's not too bad. So it kind of gives it the look of very weathered and worn out, as most road markings are. And I think the theory is then that you can just wipe off the stencil before it dries. Apologies for doing this sort of off camera. Right, I'm quite happy with that. I think we will go for it. So you see it's supposed to have a little line at the end, but I'm going to use my line that I've already done. Okay, so as you can see I've cocked it up a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad to sort out. Just clean the stencil off before that dries. Right, so it's kind of worked. It's pretty prototypical, I think. So I'm going to do the other side. This bit here, I'll sort it out somehow. Shouldn't be too hard. So I'll do the other side and then I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Right, I'm relatively happy with how that looks. So obviously I just need to finish this side. Haven't quite yet decided what I'm going to do, where it's going to lead to or what's going to be there or anything like that. But using the stencils was pretty good, pretty easy. I used emulsion, so the bits that I went over by mistake came off pretty easily, just using a bit of acrylic thinners on a sponge. So that's pretty good. There's not really much else to tell you, I'm afraid. Again, apologies massively for the lack of videos over the past couple of months. They will resume as and when the weather allows me to, and time. We'll see. I have other hobbies and things that do take up a bit of my time, so I feel this is more of my winter hobby, because I quite like coming up here when it's cold, putting a heater on. It's quite cozy, but in the summer it's just unbearable. So I've not even had a proper look around yet to see if there's any track damage from the heat. There was last year, not sure as yet, but yeah. So there we go, some scale model scenery markings. It's pretty good. If you want to see the previous video, click the top link. If you would like to subscribe, click the bottom link. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell icon, and it will notify you when I do eventually add new videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.